y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. This is Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on today's video, y'all be sure to hit that like button. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in the car, bro. If you come through and view this video, be sure to hit the like button. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in the car with me, bro. Subscribe to the channel. You feel what I'm saying? I drop content daily. If you like boxing content, man, this is the channel for you, bro. So subscribe to the channel and check out what we got going on here. And share the video, man. Like, subscribe, and share, man. And also comment down below. I want to chop it over with y'all and talk boxing with you, but I can't do it unless you leave a comment, so be sure to comment down below. Also, if you want to have me hop on the panel or you want to collaborate with me, you can reach out to me at knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. That email is also good for any subscriber request videos. If there's a certain topic that you want me to cover or a video you want me to do, you can leave me an email on that email as well, and I'll try to do the video as long as it's relevant and it has something to do with what's going on in boxing today. And again, that's Knockout Boxing, the number 8, the number 6, at yahoo.com, bro. But let's get it popping. Let's get into today's video. Today we're going to talk about Terence Crawford and what he had to say about Canelo Alvarez. Is he right? Is he wrong? Should he have said it? Etc., etc., bro. So let's get into it, man. First of all, Terence Crawford is not clout chasing Canelo Alvarez. I see a lot of videos coming out and a lot of people you saying that he's trying to use Canelo Alvarez's name for clout. That's bullshit, bro. He was asked a question. He was being interviewed. This is the same guy that when he's asked a question, if he would have said no comment or I don't care, y'all would have said he ain't answering questions, he's not conducting an interview. So he's damned if he do, damned if he don't. You feel what I'm saying? So he's not clout chasing. He was asked a question and he answered it and gave his truthful opinion on the matter. Now, he was right with what he said. He was absolutely right with what he said. However, bro, Terence Crawford shouldn't be the one trying to call out Canelo Alvarez. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know how many of y'all play sports, but I played sports all the way through college, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And there's nothing worse than somebody trying to call somebody out or somebody trying to say something when they doing that shit themselves. You know what I'm saying? I equate this to, and I draw the comparison of, if you a hooper, bro, and your team is playing like trash, right? And you got one guy on your team, he ain't made no shots, he getting killed on defense, and he just been playing garbage the whole game. Y'all go in at halftime, and then that dude is the one that's trying to give the speech. And his speech could be right on, bro. He could be saying all the right shit to the team. But all y'all in that locker room going to be looking at him like, bro, look, you don't really need to be saying shit. You playing like trash yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where we at with Terence Crawford. You can't sit around here and say something about Canelo Alvarez avoiding top black fighters, bro, when you ain't fought a top black fighter in your entire career. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is Lundy, bro. And that was years ago. That was years ago. It's so many of them and I don't even like the top black fighter, bro. Just top fighters. I feel like they both avoid top fighters. If you Terence Crawford, you shouldn't say that about Canelo Alvarez because you ain't taking on challenges, bro. We can't get you to get in the ring with Sean Porter. You feel what I'm saying? We can't get you to get in the ring with Errol Spence right now. We can't get you to get in the ring with Keith Thurman. You know, you haven't gotten in the ring with Danny Garcia, bro. Regardless of the reason, you the common denominator, bro. I refuse to believe that everybody's ducking you, bro. I'm not getting down like that because they not moving like that. You the one that's moving all shaky out here in these streets, bro. So when you moving shaky like that and your resume is questionable, you can't be calling out Canelo Alvarez because for all his flaws, his resume is way better than Terence Crawford's resume. So while what he said about Canelo is true, he shouldn't be the one saying it, bro. Sometimes the message can get lost if the messenger ain't right. I'm going to repeat that for y'all. Sometimes the message can get lost if the messenger ain't right. If somebody like Errol Spence would have said that, it probably would have fell off on better ears. You feel what I'm saying? If even someone like a Teofimo Lopez, who took on the challenge of Comey, who took on the challenge of Lomachenko, I don't like what he's doing with Devin Haney right now, but for the most part, oh, and he took on Nakatomi. So for the most part, Teofimo Lopez has fought top competition. If he said that about Canelo Alvarez, it probably will come off a little bit better, right? But Terence Crawford should not be the one saying this shit about Canelo Alvarez. Now, as we stated in the beginning of the video, he is right, though. If you take a look at Canelo Alvarez's resume lately, Terence Crawford ain't lying. It's a fact, bro. He did not fight Andrade. Call him boring, right? I don't know since when, you know, champions is like, if somebody boring or whatever, do they got a belt? Do you have an opportunity to unify with them? Why you care whether or not they boring? Are you getting paid what you want to get paid? As a fighter, I thought that's what you should care about, bro. Because at the end of the day, Andrade is boring, but he funner than Rocky Fielding. It's a funner matchup and a funner fight than Rocky Fielding, so miss me with that, bro. It's a funner matchup than Liam. So that was an excuse. He didn't fight Andrade. So Crawford's right with what he said. But again, the message gets lost with who the messenger is, bro. We all know what he did with Jermall Charlo. They created a belt for Canelo Alvarez to not fight Jermall Charlo, bro. There was a belt created by the WBC. They call it the franchise belt. I call it the Canelo belt for that reason, bro. He got that belt specifically to duck out of his mandatory responsibilities with Jermall Charlo. So again, what Terence Crawford is saying is right, but it's lost on who the messenger is, bro. And I'll take it a step further because I don't even want to make it a racial thing. To me, he just avoids Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford because I named Danny Garcia for Terence Crawford. They have just not fought top American fighters, regardless of race. I ain't seen Terence Crawford in there with the likes of Danny Garcia. He just said he has no interest in fighting Virgil Ortiz. So all these top up-and-coming American fighters, Terence Crawford ain't fighting them. I feel the same way about Canelo Alvarez, right? He has not fought Jermall Charlo or Demetrius Andrade. He waited on David Benavidez to not have the belt. He wasn't interested in moving up for that WBC belt at all when David Benavidez had that mug. The moment David Benavidez lost that mug, he moved up like that. You know what I'm saying? And then also, Caleb Plant. He tried to fight Caleb Plant either last year or the year before. He tried to move up and fight Caleb Plant on like a 4-week notice, bro. Didn't even want to get a man a full count. So yes, when it comes to top American fighters, Canelo Alvarez has moved shaky in these streets lately. Just take a look at his resume. It's on BoxRec. Since 2016, the only top American fighter that he fought was Daniel Jacobs. Every other fighter has been a foreign fighter, most of them European, that are standstill fighters that didn't have a shot in the ring with him. The only one that we gave a shot was Gennady Golovkin. Everybody else was an underdog, a huge underdog to Canelo Alvarez the last 5 years. So Terence Crawford ain't telling no lies, bro. He's not telling lies with his answer to this question. But he should have said, both me and Canelo Alvarez have not fought top black fighters. And he shouldn't even said black fighters. He said we have not fought top fighters. We have been avoiding top fighters recently. And for Terence Crawford, I would argue, I don't know when he's ever fought a top fighter. I mean, if one of y'all know, like, put a comment down below and tell me the Hall of Famer that's on Terence Crawford's resume, bro. And that's where he and Canelo Alvarez differ, because Canelo Alvarez took on challenges earlier in his career. The last 5 years, he been shaky as shit, and I call him out for it, but you got to give a man credit where credit is due. Before that, you know, he was moving okay. He was moving okay. He's taking on some challenges. He got Cotto on his resume. He got Mosley on his resume. He got Trout on there. You know what I'm saying? He got Lara on there. He did get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. He got his ass beat every single round. But he got in there with Floyd Mayweather. So Canelo has taken on some challenges. He has a far better resume than Terence Crawford. We got to keep it a buck on this channel. You know what I mean? We got to keep it real. But at the same time, lately, the last 5 years, yes, bro, Daniel Jacobs should not be the only top fighter. Because all the, like, whether you hate us or love us, bro, all the top fighters are Americans. For the most part, in all these weight classes. Now, you go down low, like 112 pounds and 105 pounds, like, ain't a lot of American fighters that small. It ain't a lot of us that small. So, you know, foreign countries, they got that. But these weight classes, we talking about the 160s, the 168s, the 147s, the 140s, you got to come see somebody from America, bro. And Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford just ain't doing it. So the moral of the story is this, bro. When you critical of another fighter, or you critical of anybody, look yourself in the mirror first. And if you got some similarities, if the same shit you saying about them, you can say that shit about yourself, or other people can say it about you, don't say it, bro. Don't say it. If you somebody like Terence Crawford. You gotta let somebody else do that, bro. Because you make yourself look like a hypocrite. I ain't calling you a hypocrite. But that's what it looked like when you call somebody out for doing some shit that you do yourself. Feel what I'm saying? If I'm junky, if I'm dirty as hell, if I keep my house dirty, I can't go to my little brother's house, or I can't go to my little sister's house if they house dirty and try to call them out, bro. I'm a hypocrite for that shit. Like, bro, your house is dirty. How you gonna say something about my shit when your shit dirty? That's what Terence Crawford did. And again, he was asked the question. So I'm not, the people that saying this clout chasing, I don't agree with that shit. But I do agree with the point of being critical of him for saying that shit about Canelo when he got a shaky ass resume himself. When he ducking out of the biggest fight of his career right now. When he's saying the fight is behind him. He on the bigger and better things. When we all know there's nothing bigger and better for him than the fight against Errol Spence Jr. So when you can't say that shit in one breath and then in the next breath talk about what Canelo Alvarez is doing, bro. You just can't do that. You just can't do that. That's just childish. That's some shit that my kids do that I have to get on them about. Like, I get on to one of my kids, be telling them about themselves what they do, and then they'll try to tell on another kid to take the blame off of them. You know what I'm saying? Try to downgrade what they did by telling on their brother or their sister. I expect that from them because they're children. I don't expect that from a grown-ass man. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. You got a shaky-ass resume. You don't need to be calling out nobody's resume or how nobody's moving if your name is Terence Bud Crawford. You just don't. Get your shit together first. Then you can start calling people out. But again, what he said ain't wrong. But we always got to make sure when we're trying to deliver a message, are we the right messenger to be delivering that message? In this case, his ass is not the right person to be saying the shit that he said about Canelo Alvarez. Although he is right. Canelo Alvarez, fight a top fighter, bro. Stop picking on these fighters. Looks like you're trying to unify. Let's see if you really make the fight with Caleb Plant. That'll be a good test. You know what I'm saying? And let's see if you'll fight a David Benavidez or a Jamal Charlo so we can get rid of this truth. See, some people like to call it a narrative. It ain't a narrative. Let's get rid of the fact that Canelo Alvarez ain't fighting top American fighters, and let's have him start stepping in there with some of them, bro. And that'll be great. It'll be great for boxing. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Be sure to hit that like button. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in the car. Subscribe to the channel and share the video, bro. Please share the video, subscribe, and like the video, bro. Also, comment down below. You know what I'm saying? I want to chop it up with y'all, but I can't do it unless you leave a comment, so be sure to do that. And hit me up if you want to have me hop on a panel, or you want to collaborate with me, or you got some sort of subscriber request video that you want me to make specifically for you. Let me know what that topic is. I'll try to make that video for you. I love to collaborate with you other content creators, and I'll hop on a panel with just about anybody as long as we're talking boxing. And if you want me to do any of that stuff, reach out to me. knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email, bro. Appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out here. Peace.